AI color grading finally kills all your procrastination in learning color grading. So usually when it comes to build a color grade, we will take about maybe 15 notes to 20 notes to build a very comprehensive grade. But now imagine 1 or 2 clicks, we can fix the 180 changes on minor differences that compounds maybe by 20 note trees. Now you can accomplish every single thing in one note. So today we are looking at PFA Color Suite 17.2 and it's going to be launched by the end of this month. We bring in new AI features that really replace the mundane work, and trust me, and you just look at how simple one click with UnderCine based AI can solve 80% of your drain and procrastination. Let's take a look. Looking at these 5 shots here, all locked, profound, different exposures. So we're gonna use the new tool we have here, UnderCine based engine. Usually we need to look for color space transform, we need to nail the very nice color balance, etc. Now one click, guys, I can deliver right away to my client. Same thing, perform correction, one click. I can change the saturation accuracy and I change the correction accuracy so I can get the best result. Similarly for this shot, same thing, one click. If I find it's a bit too bright, I can increase the correction accuracy to make it punchier. Correction accuracy, one click. And to be honest, at this color and look, it's already sufficient and great enough. And what has done behind this single button? If you go under correction log group, correction exposure group, correction white balance group, and correction print groups, basically in that just one simple click, it analyzes the entire footage, analyze the logarithm curve, match, use the little bit float math, move all the sliders, about 15 of them, including the white balance. Look at the before and after. It's very subtle, but it nailed the perfect foundation. This is just color correction. It's not even grading yet. When you want to go to grading, CinePulse AI, one more click. Now you can capture 180 parameters moving together to create a look. And you can change the intensity as well. You can filter through all the different options. And now you can go down to all the different options, density, swap. Look at how they move the slider together to make a look. This is the future we are talking about. Your procrastination about learning color grading, don't have to learn. In one click, you beat 80% of the people in the market. But to pro colorists, this never deviate away from your professionalism, because every single grade is not luck. It's influenced by all these parameters. So you can totally do everything manually. And you can use the 180 of them to create a look. For example, increase the red contrast. I want to shift the blue contrast a little. I want to have a different tonality. At the same time, I want to go film tonal curve, increase the black point, increase the shadow roll off to get the milky green in the shadows. And I can go to mixer engine, increase the film glaze to get that very punchy, fresco looking kind of tone to a real film stock. And I go to film mixer, maybe I don't want teal and pink palette, I want teal and orange palette. I want to remix some of the red into the cyan. This is where the 20% of the most top 0.1% of colorists in the world, you want the taste. So you need to provide a super good tool that not only caters to beginner, at the same time you give the pros all the minor and refinement adjustment to their wish. And this is the best merge of both worlds. So I can grade with AI to create a look, or I can manually down, for example, teal and orange. Then I can use the red output, remixing all the red colors into the sign to get my customized teal and orange look. So I can copy this note, copy the other shot. Look at how well everything stays in the grade. And no matter what, if you find this shot is a bit too underexposed, go to always the foundation, the correction engine, increase your log exposure so you can get a very nice outcome. If you don't like this outcome, you can of course go down to AI engine. You can talk to your DP, find a good look, go to correction exposure to fine-tune the different contrasts, and you can use the CinePulse AI to nail the different kind of look and development. So you can talk very easily and communicate very easily to your DP. Okay, this is the style, bleed kind of mood style and I want, and this may be a bit of tilt in the shots. So you can filter through a lot of options, and you can play back at full speed even if you have 180 parameters moving together. So this is the future we are talking about, guys. You see with your real eyes. If you do the correction step, you have to do it yourself with 20 parameters. If not, you use 4 notes, even with printer lights to get the very nice white balance. But now everything 2 clicks. So if you're rushing for time and you want to correct a work, this is the best tool on earth right now. If you want the fine-tune control, we have how many groups of engines? We have AI engine, correction engine that consists of 4 tools. We have the contrast engine, we have color engine, we have mixer engine that can fulfill everything you need. And we have the texture engine as well. So for example, let's look at the world's best implementation in terms of grains. So let's go to our first shot. I want to talk a little bit about grain system. When you look at the grain amount and you have the three-dimensional adjustment, you can change how the shadow, mid-tone, and highlight react differently to lighting. This is really how the film stock development is. That's what makes films film, because in the chemical process of development, you will see the grains react very differently to different tonal ranges, and this exactly replicate the process. So what is the outcome? You have a grain system as if it actually lives inside your frame rather than an overlay. It's all 32-bit float math, guys. And next, we also have swirly bokeh. When you increase it, you can get very organic cornish bokehs. And look at how nice this rendering is. But in 17.2, we have one more engine that's coming up under texture engine, which is lens engine. So basically simulate the perfect lens simulation. So we are going to further break down this group. We are still in refinement. 17.1 is really quite a huge change to the entire infrastructure we have. So look forward to it, and the price will hike again. So that's all for this episode. Download the free trial out 13.3. You buy a license now, it's 15.2, but make sure you use thank you 2026 to enjoy 57% off. It works in DaVinci, Final Cut, Adobe, and Premiere. This is the best of the world. So if you are still procrastinating, when do you start learning color grading? When do you start grading your project? Avoid that drain. Just let AI get 80% of the thing done. Anyway, you have to do it manually yourself. 2 clicks, let it done hard lifting for you. The rest of your taste and experience, the 20%, you clear yourself. So that is the best marriage between AI efficiency and your own artistry that's always been respected by your peers and the industry. So that's all for this episode. My name is Nash, Passion Fuels Ambition. I'll see you in the next one.